work out for me.
No.
But I think I was using Raikou with it too. So.
Oh, you know. Oh,
You
was that
know.
your defensive Raikou?
Yeah, my bold max HP, max defense Raikou to take an earthquake from Landorus that still couldn't OHKO with HP ice. Yeah, that same one.
Dude.
Yeah. That's some weird tech over there. No, not a big fan.
It's tech that I didn't approve of, and I thought it was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Still do.
So, Will, what would you like to see changed in the rules?
Honestly, dude, I still think there's like room for improvement. It's just people got to start being, you know, original.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're in Nintendo's position where you look at how Worlds went and how the backlash from how Worlds was so samey.
But
I
see,
mean,
the thing is, the only people that are complaining about that are the people that aren't necessarily like the most competitive, because at least there were cute little techs on the winning teams. It's like there was a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that you're talking about like the people that are girling about it are the people that are like, oh, I want to see, you know, Megalopony. Like, dude, who cares? Like, I get it. Like each of the years.
Mm-hmm.
Like going back to like when VGC started, like there's always been like variation from team to team to team.
Right.
But you're talking about this year, it's all with all Japanese players, and they all had damn near the same team, and it was all chalkish and whatever, except Laho or whatever, and fine. But if you look at it though, they all had different like move sets, and they all had different things. And guess what? Japan actually has a community that shares and talks to each other, unlike America. Because the only people that are really girling about it are the Americans.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Phil, how's the Pokemon scene over in Australia? Do you guys have a pretty decent community where you guys talk about meta and shift
We're
things
pretty
around?
much the same. Like we all have our own little groups to talk strategy with. Like no one really shares a lot. There's only a small amount of players that are well into the game, and the rest of the country just likes to do whatever they want to do. So have like a mega Slowbro or a mega Steelix in their teams or something like that. So it's pretty hard. It's such a small community. You still got to play the Kangaskhuns and that just to make sure that you beat them. And we won. I've got a friend that won with Smeargle Taurus because not many people around the country are aware of that
Right.
team.
yeah, like, are you guys, like, is like, they're, because I'm on Nugget Bridge, I'm just not on there a lot. Like, is there, like, a big Aussie community in Nugget Bridge? Or, like, are you even, like, aware of it?
It's only like about 20, 30 people that I can think of that will regularly go there or go on Twitter and chat with other players around the world.
Yeah. But I mean, you don't see as many even Japanese players on places like Nugget Bridge. I think Nugget Bridge, I mean, feels very American, but that could just be my bias.
It's starting to slowly grow. There's a few Japanese players playing the tournaments there. We all know Shinon 64 is the biggest one in crosses over between the Japanese American world. Yeah, not many Japanese players actually speak English when you go to Worlds.
Right.
So there's a few reasons why they're not on Nugget Bridge, but they do care about what we have, and there's a few Japanese websites that actually would translate some Nugget Bridge content onto the Japanese websites.
That's really cool. I didn't even know about those. I know there's Japanese websites out there, but
Yeah.
being my ignorant self, I'm like, well, I don't speak Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got-
we also have, like, you know, kind of like, olive branches out there. Like, you have, that kid, the young guy, he's like 16, Connor.
Conan, that's right, yes, he's half
Yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah, so like he's very like, I know he does a lot of like posting in Japanese and all that, like, and he's one of the best players in the world right now too. So,
Yeah, he is. He can be pretty good. I don't think he's still young.
but I think because of his age, sometimes like he might get up his own ass. Sometimes, you know what I mean. I think we all do that though.
Yeah, at his age, yeah, we were all like that, yeah. But he's still he's got that knowledge. He can read Japanese perfectly, and he can definitely surprise us.
Yeah, I see that kid like doing something like, at least because he's out there in the West Coast, so that benefits me.
Oh man.
like I'm just happy. Like I understand. Like I'm like the best way to explain it. I'm like we're all crabs in the buckets over here in the East Coast. Cause and it's like it's gonna be even scarier. Like I know Chuppa's like about to be out of here. Like not gonna be any more PCs because he's almost capped out.
Yeah.
Because he has.
Really? Has he
Yeah,
capped out?
he. Oh no, he's almost capped out because he has 5 wins already.
Oh, crap.
Yeah,
That's
and
nuts.
And Paul's gonna stop coming soon because he's one short. So it's like it's gonna open up a little bit more over here, but
Angel will come back. Judy might come back.
yeah, but like I don't know. It's they're also like because they're busy playing like their little anime games. I don't know
Yeah.
how like
They're kind of over this year's rules, so wait till next year. If we do get new rules, then people will start to wake up again.
yeah, which is why I'm trying to like get as many points now.
Right?
It's the best way to do it though, like because I'm still moderately new to the scene, and it's like because of the area I'm in, it's like oh man.
It's super competitive, yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, how does it feel not having Aaron Zhang out there anymore? Because I mean,
I know he's probably going to be at the one next week.
is he? Oh, he's
Yeah.
probably coming back off
Christmas.
off a break. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
You get to hang out with him again. Go hang
Yeah.
out with him and Paul Chua and go beat up on people.
Hey,
Go
to be
be-
fair, the only way I learned that I was actually like moderately good at VGC was because I actually did beat him. So
I think when you first started, it was him and Shady Penguin that you were like, okay, I could probably be okay at VGC. God, it took getting Will. It took so long to get him over to VGC because I started in 14,
Yeah.
and it was a mutual friend of ours that got me into it. Because Will and I both came from Gen 4 singles.
Yeah.
So he and I played a lot of UU on the Smogan tiers, and I loved underused Pokemon because I just want to be super hipster about everything. If there's a person out there that's like, yeah, this is the moveset that I use, and these are the EVs that I use, I'm going to be like, listen, I'm going to take that under advisement and then ignore you completely. So, like, that's usually how it goes for me. And then going into VGC 14, where there was just all sorts of weird stuff that you would never see in singles meta. So you had Mega Manectric and Choice Specs and Choice Scarf Salamence, which I really want to bring back because they were fun. Choice Scarf, and I was, again, going back to me wanting to be a hipster about Pokemon.
Yeah.
Instead of running the Choice Scarf Salamence like everybody else,
Yeah.
because I didn't want to deal with the speed ties.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm going to go just Choice Specs, and since I don't have a fourth move, what are you going to put on a Salamence? It gets Dragon Pulse and Draco Meteor. You want to
Yeah.
double up on Dragon since you're choiced anyway?
Yeah.
Or, drop one of those Dragon moves and pick something else. So it's like
It
Hydro
bombs.
Pump, Fire Blast, or Flamethrower, and then a Dragon move, and then you've got a fourth move slot that you can't do anything with. So I was like, I got a dumb idea, and I started putting Hidden Power Flying on it. So I put Hidden Power Flying, which was really nice because Mega Venusaur was real popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that sucked me in. Having Mega Manectric and a Hidden Power Flying Salamence on the same team, like that sucked me in. And Will was still over there like, singles, man. He wanted to just stall everybody out. And then he'd take a singles team over, and he'd be like, singles team doubles is dumb. And I mean, we were both like that. But once I finally got him over, like,
Yeah. What got you over, Will?
It was pretty much like was it when I was unemployed, Avos, that I started playing?
a little bit. I
Like,
mean,
I think I started playing a little bit. Then like when the new season came around, I'm like, all right, cool. Like you had Cybertron like posting YouTube videos up. I'm like, all right, this is kind of neat. Like at least like somebody's teaching you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Wasn't available.
which
back then.
made everything a little better and more like understandable. And then you had like Shady Penguin doing stuff like that, which cool. And then it's like, all right, cool. Then let me try it. And then started trying. I'm like, all right, I'm not that bad. Like I'm in the 1700s. This is kind of cool. Like, all right, there's still a lot of weird, dumb crap. And like, why isn't like Kangaskhan banned? This is so stupid. Blah blah blah.
you get that OU mentality where you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is centralizing the meta. We need to ban this.
This. Yeah.
I got to figure a way to stop this. And I'm like, oh wait, I can just use stupid crap like like dual screens like Klefki, you know what I mean? And like just stupid crap like that. It was like, all right, I could get a hang of this. And it's like, oh wow, like then I started like going on like like Nugget Bridge, and I started like reading like older teams like Arashimadi's team and all that.
Yeah.
Like that man's like freaking. I think it was his 2013 team with the Choice Scarf Mammoth Swine.
It's fine, yeah.
It had such an elaborate spread to it, dude. It was like, wait, so it could take a drink, it could take a Mach Punch, and it could OHKO like damn near everything that it needs to OHKO. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And I ran that, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh wow, this is great. And then like Klefki with foul play against like anything that like to set up,
Anything.
Yeah.
it bopped it. I was like, this is so fun. Like,
So,
you
Phil,
said-
what got you... Oh, Will, sorry, am I cutting you off?
Go ahead. I'm good.
Okay. Phil, I was going to ask you, first of all, because, again, Will and I came from Gen 4. We got into singles Pokemon. That's where we started our competitive playing, was in Gen 4 singles. What brought you into competitive Pokemon? Did you start with doubles? Did you start with
started
singles?
at Gen 4 singles as well. I came back to playing Pokemon at Gen 4. I didn't play Gen 3 at all.
God, that's
and
like
I-
me in Gen 5.
So I came back, played the Smogon OU. I didn't like. I played it. It was quite boring. It was the same Pokemon and same strategies over and over and over. And then I saw the doubles, the whole World Championships thing, and I thought, hey, that's more fun. There's lots of different stuff here. Like I think one time I saw a Persian and a Solrock in the top that finished in the top 4 at 1 year.
That's
And,
amazing.
It didn't start in Australia until 2013, so that finally started my playing Pokemon at a high level. And I'm loving it ever since because I get to be different all the time, and that's what I like to do. I like to play with underused Pokemon. Fun. It's the next best thing, and if it does get too popular, then you'll have to find something else. And I guess that's why a lot of people like to watch me because I do bring in some weird stuff. Like in 2014, I brought a Carbink.
Oh my god, I love Carbink. I love Carbink so much. You and I, we could talk about Carbink for hours. Will's over here shaking his head because he's seen, again, when I got back into Gen 6, I started playing singles again, and I mean, didn't get into VGC until 2014. But I was playing Carbink in singles, and most people ran it as a suicide lead. And hold on, Obs freaked out for a second. We're good. We're back. Anyway, I was actually running Carbink as like stealth rocks, but I wasn't going to suicide it, so I wasn't going to bring it out unless I knew it was going to be able to survive. And then it had like Ancient Power and Moonblaster. I don't know if it was Dazzling Gleam or Moonblast, whichever one it gets, whichever fairy move Carbink gets.
You can get both, yeah.
There was one day, I don't remember who it was, but I took out somebody's Salamence with a Carbink in singles, and I think it had Fly, so I don't think it really counts. But seeing Carbink, it's Carbink. Come on. Got to give it a little bit of credit. But, God, I don't know. That shit's great. Love Carbink. It's so fun.
Yeah.
And I'm really upset that Diancie ended up being an event Pokemon, because that means that immediately it's going to be banned from every competitive format for official Pokemon. Because, I mean, you think about it, like, Deoxys got banned because, okay, this is an event Pokemon. Celebi? Could you imagine if we had Celebi available? It wouldn't do anything. Nobody would care. Nobody would use it because, I mean, grass... no. Grass typing is terrible. Will.
Ferrothorn, bro.
Yeah, you get like 3 grass types out there that are any good. Mega Venusaur and Ferrothorn, and you can pick whichever grass type you want to be the 3rd one. But...
Wait, to be fair, aren't you the guy that like went to like the 1800s with a freaking Maractus?
Listen.
Wait. On a fan team at that.
Yeah.
And wait. To be fair, also, didn't you get like like 4 KOs with said Maractus?
There may or may not be video proof of that. I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of a video called Maractus, more like Marectus.
So all I'm saying is that like you can make anything viable in VGC so long as there's a decent gimmick around it or like a strategy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, decent strategy. Sometimes you only can get away with one unpopular Pokemon, and you might have to fill the rest of it with Mega Kangaskhan and everything. So.
Just fill the rest of the holes with Mega Kangaskhan.
It is, yeah.
So what's your team? Mega Kangaskhan? All you need to know.
Hey, listen, over Worlds, I was told that I couldn't have 6 Mewtwo's. That's all he said. He didn't say anything about 6 Mega Kangaskhan's.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
true.
I can have 6 Mega Kangaskhan's. But yeah, listen, that Trick Room, I probably need to rebuild that Trick Room Sand team. That was fun.
Steelix did it.
Yeah, Mega Steelix, Braviary. I had Uxie as a Trick Room setter.
Yeah.
Because not many people, like, when you look through the list of all the Trick Room setters, you're like, okay, if I've got Malamar out there, people are going to think if it's a slow team, Malamar's your Trick Room setter. You know, people are going to predict that really quick. You see Cresselia on any team, immediately, first thing that comes to your mind, is this a Trick Room team? And you look at all the other Pokemon, like, is this Trick Room? Gardevoir, same thing. You're like, oh god, is this Trick Room? And then, I mean, any of your Ghost types. If you've got a Kofag, you're like, oh god, no, I don't. This is Trick Room. And then your Eviolite Dusclops, immediately Trick Room. So, out of everything...
Team. You got people guessing.
Right, so you've got an Uxie on it, and you're like, who the hell uses an Uxie?
How fast is this thing?
Right? Like, when you bring Pokemon that nobody has ever seen before, they don't know the damage calcs on it, and they don't know any, like...
They don't remember the base stats.
Right. Like, you bring out Darmanitan, and everybody's like, that's about 100 base speed, so I could probably outspeed this. And they know approximately how much damage they're going to take, because it's Sheer Force Life Orb or Choice Scarf. So... like, you bring out Uxie, and they're like, I have no idea what moves this thing gets. And I'm like, well, it has Dazzling Gleam, so that's cool.
Goodbye,
but yeah, it was max HP, max special attack, and I can't remember what nature I have on it. And then it has Dazzling Gleam and Psychic or Psyshock, whichever one I was feeling like that day, Trick Room and Protect. And Citrus Berry, and I ran that with oh god, it was amazing. No, it didn't have. It may not have had Protect at all. I think it just had Trick Room, because you can't have whatever. Anyway, whatever it had, Trick Room Uxie was easily the key component to all of that. And then you have Mega Steelix, and then Hippowdon, because I didn't want to have, Tyranitar and Mega Steelix, because I didn't want to deal with that doubling in weakness. Which, granted, Mega Steelix has a huge defense, but even so, if you got strong fighting types like Terrakion, which was pretty popular at the time, I mean, it's just...
It hurts still. It won't kill, but it hurts.
It hurts a lot. So, yeah, no, Maractus... God. I don't even remember why I put Maractus on there, because I wanted Spiky Shield. And I was just thinking that would be funny as shit. I'm like, yeah, Maractus. I'm going to do Maractus because it's got Spiky Shield.
It's got Storm Drain.
Right. So I had Storm Drain. It was Storm Drain because I had Rotom Heat and Steelix. So I needed that buffer to make sure that I could pull in any water moves. And then, because I think Cacturne gets both Spiky Shield and Storm Drain too, doesn't it?
No, Cacturne doesn't have...
I gotta look this up now. But
get Spiky Shield, yes.
Oh man, that team was so dumb. I don't know why that got up to the 1800s. It didn't deserve it. But
it's surprise factor.
Yeah, it had to be.
Best of 3. I don't think it would work.
Oh my god, there's no way. But I mean, it's just funny to see dumb stuff like that work.
And I think the
Yeah,
ironic
it's
thing
fun
about
to have
the
those battles as well.
I think the whole ironic thing about the team is though that freaking Steelix did nothing.
No, nothing. It never did anything. And so there was, who was it that ran a Mega Steelix team? There was somebody out there that ran a Mega Steelix team, and I can't remember who it was. I can't. Nope, it's gone.
I think
But somebody ran a Mega Steelix team and took it to about the 1800s. And I think they were doing it on YouTube. But they made a Mega Steelix team, and Mega Steelix did work for them. But I don't get it. I don't see how you can make Mega Steelix work.
it
Like,
has
it
to,
takes...
it has to be in Trick Room. I've tried using it, but I had always had problems with Amoongus. So I think the next time if I use Steelix, I'll try using Slurpuff or something else that can wake it up or prevent that sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, does Slurpuff get healer?
No, Slurpuff has got that it makes the whole team immune to sleep.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, Cacturn, looked it up real quick just to double check.
Yeah.
Because it was a sand team, it had Sand Veil, and the argument against Maractus was Water Absorb, because you could have Water Absorb and Sand Veil, which would make sense to fit both the slots that I wanted. But Storm Drain was cooler, and I don't know, getting 4 KOs with a Maractus.
Takes all the water attacks away. No Scald Burn.
I don't know. God. But that's probably the best dumb team I'm ever going to build in my life. That's never going to work again, but I don't know.
You had fun doing it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, once you're done with Delphox, what do you think's next on your list of silly things to play on ladder?
I think I'll go back to... I want to make use of Slurpuff's ability. So I feel like I want to go back to using Trick Room with that Slurpuff, so I don't get put to sleep by Amoongus or Smeargle.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I would probably use Mega Steelix again.
And I think if you're using Slurpuff, most people are going to assume that you've got Belly Drum anyway. Because
Nobody knows, because it's not used. I mean, yeah, Belly Drum is very common in the singles world.
Right.
No one knows what reasons you would use it for doubles.
Mm-hmm. But if you don't have the shiny one, you can't use it.
No, I like the pink one better.
What? How can you like the pink one better than the chocolate one? It's got a cherry on top. It's chocolate with a bright red cherry. You can't. Come on.
Strawberry. Strawberry's awesome.
Chocolate. Chocolate's better. Oh, man. I don't know if we can be friends now. Telling me that the best shiny in the game, literally. Like, name one shiny that looks better than Chocolate Slurpuff.
The Black Charizard.
I mean, come on. Better than Chocolate Slurpuff, though? I mean, like, Black Aegislash you might have a shot with. Black Aegislash and Black Greninja, those are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are pretty cool, yeah.
But Chocolate Slurpuff. Because you got vanilla or strawberry, if you want to call it strawberry. I guess it probably is more strawberry. You got strawberry Slurpuff, or you got chocolate Slurpuff.
I mean, I guess it all comes down to your palate at that point, you know?
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of strawberry ice cream, to be honest. So that probably does impact it. But, I mean, chocolate Slurpuff, man. I don't know. I have like 2 shiny Slurpuffs running around. I don't even know why. I know I got 2. I think I got 1 as a gift. I don't know where the other one came from, but yeah, no, Sweet Veil, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, try it out. So yeah.
So what else are you thinking about pairing it with? Are you thinking about running like the Trick Room with the Mega Steelix? Try and run that. Get the Sweet Veil.
Yeah, Sweet Veil, Tyranitar, so I can get the Sand Boost.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can think of at the moment, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
What makes you want to run Tyranitar as opposed to Battle Hippo? Where's your thought process going on that one?
Just the typing. It's not the same types. The
Right.
Steelix and Tyranitar are 2 different types.
Right.
They do have similar weaknesses, but I've never tried Hippo, so I don't know why, but I prefer the Tyranitar for the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah,
just
plus on top of
spitballing here
that,
because I
there.
like this.
No, well,
What?
to be fair, Tyranitar has like a much broader move pool, and you could
Yeah.
run it so many different ways. Like it's been to what? It's been to Worlds, and that's like it has a special mixed physical. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it could be a Trick Room, or it could be a Dragon Dancer. It could you could run
I
freaking
could run
Sling,
Iron Ball Tyranitar.
Sling an Iron Ball. That's pretty funny.
Let's see. What was mine? Mine was Choice Band Relaxed. I don't know. I don't know if it was Brave or Relaxed. Let me look that up. I'm gonna go look at my Battle Hippo now. But yeah, I know it was a minus speed. I just don't remember if it was Relaxed or Brave. But no, I don't know. So I like this idea of Mega Steelix teams because I think they're kind of silly. What else would you think about pairing that with? Because you've got the Mega Steelix and you want to prevent the sleep, so you put in the Slurpuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then in order to get the Trick Room, what do you want to pair in there to guarantee yourself that Trick Room?
The obvious one would be Cresselia. So
Uh-huh.
you pair it with Steelix, so you don't get hurt by Earthquake. The other one I've done before was with a Mushana.
Mm-hmm.
Mushana's got telepathy, so it can actually not get hurt. And it's actually slow. I think it's slower than a Mungus as well.
Brave.
Yeah, I think
Brave.
it's like it's 20 base speed, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly. Because I remember there was this one guy, right, that used to run a Misharna in OU with Baton Pass and Calm Mind,
Mm.
and I used to like no one knew what the hell Misharna did.
29 base speed. That's nuts. Didn't realize it was that slow. Yeah.
Or I might use a Ghost type Trick Roomer because Kangaskhan can't hurt them.
Yeah.
Or Gilgeist.
But I mean, then you're still running. I think it would be funny, and again, this is just me being dumb over here. Run the double fairy, and then, God, where is my brain today?
Aromatisse.
Yep, there
Yeah.
we go. Thank you. Because you could run Aromatisse and then not get taunted with Aromatisse, or just have the threat of the Aroma Veil.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Have the threat of Aroma Veil and then have Healer just in case, let's say, your Mega Steelix gets burned. I think that might be a little too niche. You'd still want to go with that Aroma Veil. But, I mean, you got Aromatisse, and that takes a lot of damage. Those things are bulky.
Pretty bulky, yeah. It can be, yeah.
Those things are scary bulky. But, yeah, no, I think, I don't know, I'd be interested in that.
Yeah.
Seeing the
because-
double fairy. Because, I mean, the way that I've been seeing the meta recently, there's a little bit of a push back toward a couple steel types. I've heard murmurings of people going back toward Bisharp, but, I mean, there's still not a whole lot of real strong steel types because everybody's just been going for Heatran, which in my mind is more of a fire type than really a steel type, but...
Then, yeah,
No.
Heatran and AG Slash. And, yeah, no one uses this steel type move on Heatran. That's why you think it's a fire.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, yeah, you're still going to see some flash cannons now and then out of Aegislash, but, I mean, the special defense on Aromatisse is somewhere in the 90 ballpark with 100 base HP. I mean, you
Yeah.
should be able to
It can
take something.
survive it. Yeah, it can.
But, and then, I mean, if you've got that, an earthquake in the sand, I mean, you're
It's
going to be
deadly.
Yeah. That'd be good.
I might use Malamar as a Trick Room setter. So if anyone wants to try and intimidate me or boost Malamar's attack.
Oh, man.
All right,
Malamar.
okay, I got a good one. All right, so I think I read in your world report at one point you were running Min Speed Kang and Min Speed Dragon Fairy. What the hell's it called?
Oh,
I
God,
never used
why?
Kang at Worlds.
No, I'm saying like you were like it said you were you were initially.
Oh,
running-
the other Worlds. Right. I forgot. 2014. Yeah.
No, you were saying like you were running. What the hell's a Mega Fairy though?
Oh, God.
It's a carbing Trick Room.
Altaria?
Altaria, you were like,
Oh yeah, that's right. Altaria, that's right.
weren't you like gonna use that? Like what happened with that? Like why did that break down?
It was not offensive enough, and every Kangaskhan team was beating me up really easily, and I
No,
wasn't doing
I
enough
think
damage
yeah, like
either.
Altaria is like one of the coolest mons in the meta. It's just not used in the meta.
Right.
Oh, geez, there's a Perish Summer. I was Perish trapping with that.
Were
Nice.
you really?
I was trying to use my Mega Altaria Gothitelle and I had a Perish Trap element in it.
That's
It worked on
hilarious.
some people.
It
It
worked
didn't
on
work.
some people.
It didn't work against the Sylveon's Kangaskhan teams, unfortunately.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and I was using Mega Altaria's normal form as a anti-sun as well.
God, see that's one of the things that makes me think that Altaria would be actually viable because you've got the people that want to run the sand teams, the sun teams, and those are still running around, and then you've got Will over here running manual rain, trying to bring
Right.
rain back. And if you had something with Cloud9, you know, you could counteract a decent amount of that, and that'd be kind of nice. You know,
Yeah.
but I mean, when you look at something like Altaria, I mean, is Altaria even really bulky enough to be able to? If you did it without the Mega,
Yeah, and without the Mega, it's not bulky enough.
okay,
Yeah. Well, if you did put a lot of bulk, you wouldn't have very good attacks.
right?
So you'd rather use it as a Perish Song user.
I just can't believe that you ran Bear Song. That's awesome. I love that. Truly amazing.
It's Worlds. You can do anything at Worlds. You don't have to worry about noobs ruining your,
Right.
gimmick strats. Because
So-
everybody at Worlds was doing the same thing almost.
That's actually an awesome thought. I hadn't thought about that because you've got all these people that are running. I mean, you're playing against only the top of the top, so you've
Top.
only got the best players that are out there, and so you can run some low ladder strats that'll just catch people off guard.
Exactly.
Oh my god, my roommates.
There was a
Shit out of
time
me.
like I played with a Min Shao that
Yeah.
had a regenerator instead of inner focused, and I used it on Battle Spot. And the amount of people that kept faking out my Min Shao just annoyed the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Like, how did you not know? Not know it's got inner focus.
That's kind of how I feel about Umbreon lately, is that when I first built the Umbreon, I built it with Synchronize because everybody was trying to burn it. Everybody wanted that chip damage so that they could take it out. And now the meta feels so flinch heavy. There's so many rock slides, so many, and I just said that there weren't many steel types out there. But I've seen more iron heads lately against just my Umbreon with the rock slides and the waterfalls, and it's just
Annoying.
every 3 turns I feel like Umbreon's flinching. And so I'm thinking about switching it back to my inner focus one.
Yeah, I would
and
too.
I love the fact that when you start getting on Battle Spot, even in some of the low ladder stuff, some of the most creative, dumb stuff comes out of low ladder. Like, you get down in the 1500s and you got this guy and you see that you see this little spark of an idea where it's like, okay, I kind of understand why you thought this was a good idea. Having 2 Pokemon with Drought on your team, probably not a good idea. But I see where you're going with this idea. I don't know. But man.
Yeah, you can use a bit of it for yourself. Yeah.
Kind of like my favorite's like the minimize muck idea with
Oh.
simple team on it. I would say like somebody like I've gotten to a battle this morning. I did one battle before like the hangover just started taking my life. But I'm sitting there like before the stomach started churning and everything, and like I started getting the spins. I'm sitting there like, really a minimize muck? Is this really happening right now? And I see simple beam. I'm like, oh hell, what am I gonna do right now?
Simple Beam, Minimize,
Then freaking healer kicks in. I'm like,
Curse.
no.
No, it's the famous Muck teams. It's got the Muck has got Black Sludge, Sticky Hold, ability with minimized power up punch.
And it's also poison jab.
Stockpile.
Stockpile, minimize. I was just sitting there like, oh God, what's going on here? Like, granted, I took out like the person wasn't that good because I brought two pranksters, and obviously you can shut down Civil Beam with taunt, so that helps a lot. But I was just sitting there like, am I really getting trolled right now? And it just hit me with power up punch, and it's simple. I'm like, this thing's at +6, and then I realized it can't touch Ferrothorn, so I was just like, just sit there, buddy.
Just hang out over here. You just hang out over here.
You
Oh
sit
man.
there, you do you. I turned out winning 4-0, but it was like a 15-minute long match. I'm just
it's annoying those.
God, that reminds me when the because people modified that a little bit when that symbiosis glitch hit real hard, and I guess hit real hard comparatively to whatever it was before. Symbiosis was like a little flash for like 5 seconds, but it was that sticky hold muck. I think it was just people repurposing that sticky hold muck to get 4 times leftovers recovery, so that if you did get the symbiosis, you wouldn't get knocked off and lose your item again, and you'd still be able to run it with other stuff. But I mean, I don't know.
No one does the symbiosis thing anyways. It's hard to set up.
It's impossible. When I first saw it, I got so excited. I mean, excited enough to make YouTube videos out of it, right? Bring me out of my hibernation over there. But, man, it's so... Even before anybody knew what it was almost impossible to set up. Because what do? If you've got...
The meta's too hyper offensive for it to set up.
Yeah, no, you really... You just can't do anything with it. It's really annoying. I wish it was better. All right, gentlemen, I think we've done a huge long segment, so I think we need to take a break real quick so that everybody can get a drink of water, because I know that like my tea is completely empty. So I need to get something to drink. So if you guys are okay with it, we're going to take about a 5-minute break. I'm going to throw some music on for the stream. We'll be right back.
All right.
All right, I'll see you guys soon. I think this is it. There we go. All right, we'll be right back.